to Andy Crawford Photography. Today we're going to take a really quick minute to show you a resizing trick that I learned from probably the master of Photoshop, Scott Kelby. This resizing trick really sort of changed the way that I look at photos. I've always thought that and been taught that if you didn't have a big enough image out of the camera, you were going to be in trouble. Now I've got a D810, an Nikon D810 that's a full frame camera, 36 megapixel camera, so I can zoom way in to images, but I live by the motto that the bigger the file, the bigger the image dimensions, the bigger print you can make and have a good quality to that print. And so let's jump over to Photoshop. I'm going to show you real quick on an image that I took recently with a new underwater housing for a project that I've got going with Pradco, one of the nation's largest lure manufacturers. And I'm going to take this image that I shot with my D300S, which is a 12 megapixel camera, and so the file size is a lot smaller, but I want it to be large enough to print a billboard if we need it. And so let's look at this trick that I learned out of one of Kelby's books, and I think you'll be pretty impressed. Here we go. Okay, so we've got this image of an arbogast bait in the water, and if we look at the image size, just come up to image and then image size, you're going to see that it's a little less than 14 inches wide and a little more than 9 inches high at 300 dpi. Okay, that's not a bad size. However, I want to make this a real, I want arbogast to be able to use this in any way that they see fit, whether that's in a catalog or, again, on a billboard. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back up. We're going to go to image size. Now, where it says resolution, you're going to change that to 360. Sounds illogical, but that is the one of the keys. The other key, you're going to leave resampling checked because you don't want that change in resolution to affect the width and the height yet. Okay, so you're going to come down here and you're going to have several choices. You want to choose bicubic sharper reduction. Now we are going to increase the size of this image significantly. So why are we using reduction? I don't know. And honestly, Scott Kelby didn't know. All we know is that it works, and so be sure and check that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to choose, change the size. I'm going to go from just less than 14, I'm going to add 10 inches to it. I'm going to go to 25 inches. Okay, and you're going to see that makes the height 16 automatically. Now then, I have an image that is 25 inches wide and 16 high. Okay, look at the sharpness of this photo. It's still just as sharp. It's still got everything that arbogast will need to produce just a beautiful image. Now, Kelby says that you can really blow it out. So let's go back and let's see what will happen. Go to image size. I've got it at 360. I went back to my original settings. Bicubic sharper reduction. What if I go to, let's see, if I go to 50. There's no change. It's just, other than the size of the image. It's an amazing process. It really works. If you're going to print it, you can go back and change that to 300 and now you have a 300 dpi image that's 50 inches wide. You can take that image and you can save it and do whatever you want with it. It's an easy and effective way to increase your images, even when you have an image that you crop down significantly, or you're using an older camera that doesn't quite have the megapixels that these new models have. And so this is how you're going to do that. That's it. There's nothing else you need to do other than save it, send it off to the printer. And just so you know, I've used this over and over and over again on prints that I sell on my gallery, and there's been nothing but good input from that. The results have been amazing, and so put this in your toolbox and use it when you need to. It's not something you want to do every time, but if you need to increase a file, this is the way to do it. I appreciate you joining me. Be sure and subscribe to this channel so that you get all of my tips and tactics for better photography. And please subscribe to my email newsletter, and I'll be sending out periodic email blasts that let you know about different tips, let you see new videos and that kind of thing. I promise not to bombard you. And then I do ask you to go and check out my gallery at gallery.andycrawford.photography and really see, you know, what I've done in the field so that you can, you know, look at it, study those images, and incorporate maybe some of the things that you learn from that in your own work. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.